ticky-tack fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
Well, that pretty much sounds like trash effing white girl.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest.
A lot of people believe what you said was effing white girl or effing white girls.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that's what you said?
No, would never say that. Like, there's no place for that in our league. Wouldn't say that.
So even though you can't remember, you know that was not what you said.
I know it wasn't that because I wouldn't use that type of...
To go to Adam, put the quote of Brittney Griner, what she said about the NBA. This is so funny how all this stuff works out, right? She says, this is from Brittney. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there, watching on purpose. It's very disruptive. It's called a freaking game that they pay you money to play. Don't play the game.
Brittney Griner is spiraling out of control, and this time basketball has nothing to do with it. It all kicked off courtside during a heated clash with rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, where what should have been harmless trash talk exploded into something way bigger. Whatever Brittney muttered into that mic didn't just ruffle feathers, it lit the internet on fire. Within hours, fans were dissecting every frame like detectives. Clips were stitched, old shirtless footage resurfaced, voice recordings compared, and suddenly, long-buried whispers came roaring back. The wild theory that took over? People online saying Brittney Griner might actually be a biological male, and that the WNBA has allegedly been sweeping it under the rug this whole time. The mess didn't stop there either. So-called leaked medical details started flooding Reddit threads and comment sections, with fans claiming they spotted signs of intersex traits, suspicious testosterone levels, and hints of a years-long cover-up.
I am 9 years all-star, baby, okay? I get to be the old school, I'm Papa B at the all-star, okay? Yeah.
The accusations that the league may have knowingly protected Brittney, and now she's panicking behind the scenes. Meanwhile, the WNBA remains silent. Sponsors are freezing ad campaigns, and the public is demanding answers. Because if even a piece of this is true, we're not just talking about a scandal. This could go down as the biggest biological fraud in sports history. And to think all of this chaos started from one explosive courtside blow-up, and the fallout is still spreading by the minute. Tension was already sky-high between Griner and Caitlin Clark, but after a call she didn't like, Brittney snapped at the ref and allegedly fired off, calling Caitlin an effing white girl. But that's not even what had people clutching their phones.
Game, you could clearly see what she was saying.
Talking about earlier today.
In the post-game interview, when Brittney was asked about the slur, her dismissive, defensive tone only fueled suspicions. Some fans felt it was a flat-out denial. Others swore it sounded more like she was hiding something. Some fans said Brittney looked flat-out uncomfortable, like she realized in real time she just exposed herself. Lip readers swear they caught something extra. They claim Brittney actually called herself a man. And the way she delivered it? Calm, unapologetic, no sarcasm, just cold and matter-of-fact. That one moment sent the internet spiraling into meltdown mode within minutes. The clip spread everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, you name it. Some fans brushed it off as heated trash talk, but others argued this wasn't a joke at all. It was a slip too real to ignore. And it didn't just stay in the messy corners of social media, it broke into the mainstream. Podcasters, sports analysts, even news anchors were suddenly asking, was this just heat-of-the-moment hype, or did Brittney let the hidden truth slip out? That's when things got even darker. Once the mic'd-up moment caught fire, fans started digging for receipts, and what they uncovered had jaws dropping. An old Instagram story resurfaced, showing Brittney shirtless, completely unfiltered. No blur, no edits, no cover, just raw footage reposted straight from X. In the clip, Brittney is seen casually playing with no shirt, and here's what shocked everyone. Instagram's own system didn't flag it as nudity. Instead, the algorithm classified her chest as male.
Brittney, let me see something real quick. Rick, thank you. Get the out of here, yo.
And let's be real. Instagram is notoriously strict when it comes to women's nudity. One slip, and your account is at risk of instant takedown. But this clip? It stayed up, untouched. No warnings, no bans, just chilling in the feed like nothing happened. That's when fans started asking the real question. Was that a random glitch, or did the AI pick up on something we weren't supposed to see? Suddenly, it wasn't just about what Brittney said on the court, it was about what her body was saying too. Clips from the game started getting stitched with old footage, turning one mic moment into a full-blown internet case study. Fans lined up side-by-side comparisons of her chest, her voice, even her build against male athletes. Old highlight reels were slowed down and dissected frame by frame. Voice charts, hormone speculations, and even sketchy body scans started circulating like wildfire. In one resurfaced video, Brittney speaks in her regular tone, but what had people talking wasn't her words. It was the deep bass cutting through her voice. Fans immediately jumped on it, saying the tone itself was proof that something about her identity had been carefully hidden all this time. That's when the whispers turned into a megaphone, and the whole conversation flipped overnight. The sideline outburst and that shirtless Instagram story merged together, and suddenly the internet was in full-on detective mode, and what it found only made the rumors scream louder. A new wave of theories dominated the conversation, pushing the idea that Brittney Griner isn't just dominant on the court, she might be biologically different in a way the WNBA never wanted the world to know. Some voices online speculated she could be intersex. Others claimed she was born with a rare condition that jacked up her testosterone levels. Then there were the bold ones insisting she went through hormone therapy, or worse, that she was born male, and the truth has been buried since day one. And just when it seemed like the theories couldn't get any wilder, fans dug up another clip, one that would take the chaos to an entirely new level.
Pass! 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 I am 9 years All-Star, baby, okay? I get to be the old school, I'm Papa B at the All-Star, okay? Yeah. Young leg. Get your shot, baby, get bucket.
On TikTok, one fan laid it all out like a case file, breaking down every rumor that's been swirling for years. From Brittney's unusually deep voice to her dating history to the wildest claim yet, that she allegedly even got a girlfriend pregnant. The video rolled like a documentary, and people ate it up. Now, is there any hard proof? A leaked medical chart? An official diagnosis number? No. But that didn't stop viewers from connecting dots like detectives working a true crime board. Because when you add up an Instagram post that flagged her chest as male, a voice that sparked debate for years, and a courtside comment that sounded way too specific to be random, fans aren't just scrolling past anymore. They're saying, wait a second, something here doesn't sit right. That's when the league itself got dragged right into the firestorm. The WNBA isn't just a sports league. It has strict policies, medical protocols, and gender guidelines on paper. So if Brittney has any biological advantage, even one she was born with, fans want answers. Why has none of this ever been addressed? Why has no one said a word? The most popular theory online? The league knew, or at least suspected. Instead of investigating, people believe they protected their star player, choosing optics over accountability. While the internet is dissecting every clip, every pixel, every rumor, the WNBA is just sitting there silent. No tweet, no statement, no press conference, no damage control, nothing. And by now, that silence doesn't look neutral. It looks guilty. This is a league that prides itself on progressiveness, with detailed policies for trans athletes, hormone tracking, and gender eligibility. So the million-dollar question is,
but when you actually listen to Brittney Griner's voice is very, very masculine, okay? Now, Brittney Griner is also a lesbian, and we found out probably about, 3-4 months ago that Brittney Griner's lover, Cheryl, a woman, actually got pregnant. And a lot of people had questions, man. How did this happen?
Now that the public is asking pointed questions about Brittney's biology, why is the WNBA stone cold quiet? The silence is loud and fans are calling it out. Fans are catching on fast, especially after clips like this one started making the rounds. Not only are people calling out the double standards, they're pointing out the irony of Brittney's own public stance on trans inclusion. In one podcast, the host flat out called it out, saying it's wild that Brittney pushes for trans men to compete in women's sports while her own eligibility is now under fire. That irony didn't just sting, it exploded! And fans are noticing the silence from the league too. Because when your biggest star becomes the center of a viral identity scandal and the WNBA doesn't say a word, it doesn't look like quiet professionalism. It looks like they've got something to hide. Think about it. Brittney isn't just another player. She's been the face of the league. She was part of a massive political prisoner swap. She's done national interviews, and she's been painted as more than an athlete. She's a symbol. And that's exactly why her past has always been handled with kid gloves by the media. Until now. In one resurfaced interview, Brittney opened up about her time locked up in Russia, the trauma, the isolation, the global spotlight that followed. Clips like that built her image as not just a star, but a survivor. But now that survivor image is being tested like never before, because if there's even a chance she's been competing with a biological advantage and the league hasn't been honest about it, then this goes beyond competition. This hits at the heart of the WNBA's credibility. And with the league still refusing to say a word, the silence is looking less like strategy and more like a cover-up. And while the internet was already spiraling over Brittney's courtside comments and the medical rumors flooding social media, another name got dragged right into the storm: Caitlin Clark. Now listen, Caitlin never asked for this drama, but her rise shook the league to its core. She didn't just show up, she came in swinging. And that energy made her a lightning rod for everything happening now.
She's advocating for, Brittney Griner supports that. So like,
doing trans?
She wants trans women to be able to participate in women's sport.
Caitlin Clark's rookie season was nothing short of historic. Sold-out arenas, record-breaking viewership, ratings the WNBA hadn't seen in years. She didn't just show up, she rewrote the moment. Fans couldn't get enough of the highlight reels, her speed, her range, her pure confidence dropping buckets with ease. Clips like those built her fan base overnight, and suddenly the league had a new golden girl. But that kind of spotlight, it doesn't sit well with everyone, especially the vets who've been grinding in the league for over a decade without ever touching this level of shine. And now it's easy to see why Brittney Griner might be bitter, Sound, because the attention she once had has been completely stolen by a rookie. Even the media started pointing it out, and no one came harder than conservative podcaster Patrick Bet-David. On his show, Patrick didn't just criticize, he straight up mocked Brittney. He dragged her for complaining about fans being too loud at Caitlin's games, calling her ungrateful and out of touch. And here's the kicker. Those same fans are the reason the league even has money to pay her in the first place. That clip spread like wildfire, hundreds of thousands of views in just hours, and people online couldn't get enough.
Cannabis oil is found, which you know is illegal there.
Mm-hmm.
What is racing through your mind during that time?
Just everything that I'm not gonna see. I'm thinking about my wife, thinking about what my family's gonna think, public opinion's gonna think.
Patrick wasn't alone either. From Twitter Spaces to sports radio to YouTube commentary channels, everyone jumped in. They weren't just calling Brittney ungrateful. They labeled her entitled, detached, and out of touch with reality. And once that fire started, it spread fast. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't just about her attitude. It tied right back to the hot mic scandal. For one side of the internet, that grown man comment wasn't trash talk anymore. It was confirmation of everything they'd been speculating all along. And the posts went nuclear, with viral threads screaming things like, "She just exposed herself," and "The league knows they're just covering it up." The narrative shifted, and Brittney's name was officially in the danger zone.
Caitlin Clark, all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark, PANICS!
The young one here, Caitlin Clark, just dancing with the basketball, going to her left, stepping into it.
Back Benley. Here's Clark, a good look from three. She got it!
Posts online were brutal, people demanding, "Get him off the court until it's determined." Others shouted, "Enforce WNBA policy, no men allowed." And the comments only got harsher. Wasn't he in a men's prison in Russia? Fans even asked the million-dollar question. If Brittney Griner seriously injures another woman on the court, and if she really is a man, could the WNBA be sued for millions? Through all of it, the league stayed silent. No interviews, no social posts, not even a half-hearted statement, nothing. And that silence only made the fire roar louder. Because let's be real, whispers have been floating around for years, from locker rooms to boardrooms. Allegedly, insiders have all been saying the same thing. People inside the league knew. They won't go on record, but behind the scenes, the claims are consistent. Brittney's paperwork was incomplete. Questions about her dominance were raised early on, and those questions quietly brushed aside. Why? Because Brittney isn't just an athlete, she's a brand, a symbol, a global talking point. But where's Brittney in the middle of this storm? According to sources close to the situation, she's panicking.
It's like, him? Brittney Griner has confirmed that she is a male. She's a man. And it's all because she's confirming seemingly that she fathered her child.
And it's not just about guilt. It's about how fast the narrative flipped against her. Insiders say she's been venting privately to teammates, furious at the backlash. She reportedly told them the attacks aren't about truth, they're about prejudice. In her eyes, the hate is fueled by transphobia and racism. Brittney believes people have always had a problem with how she exists in the world, her height, her build, her deep voice, her dominance on the court. And now, this controversy is just the latest excuse to tear her down. Too strong, too masculine, too visible. That's how she thinks the world sees her. And this scandal is just another way to punish her for refusing to fit the mold. This isn't about science, it's about bias. That's how Brittney sees it, and she's standing firm. For years, people have been uncomfortable with women who don't fit the mold. Too tall, too strong, too different. And now she's done trying to squeeze herself into boxes just to make everyone else comfortable. And honestly, she might have a point. Because let's be real, a lot of the voices demanding blood tests and eligibility probes aren't driven purely by fairness in sports. No, what's fueling this outrage is something deeper. Some political agendas, culture battles, and long-held fears about gender and identity. This scandal just handed those groups the perfect headline to weaponize, and they're not letting go. But here's the scariest part. If just one more piece of evidence surfaces, if a single medical document leaks, if one teammate finally speaks out, or if a whistleblower drops the right receipts, this won't stay just a messy controversy anymore. It'll erupt into a full-blown reckoning that could shake the entire sports world to its core. So what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, hit subscribe, share this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Because trust me, another name is already trending and you won't want to miss it.